Hello gamers. Today's the day that we game.
Dear, you haven't shared your screen.
Fuck, I haven't. Shit, fuck, starting over. Piss. Rayman 3 Into Darkness. Hello.
I hear audio.
Fuck.
How are you rusty at this? We did this like 3 days ago.
I know. We're professional. I got this locked and loaded. Okay, we're starting. Rayman 3. What?
Is it a problem if I hear the audio?
Yeah, that's bad because I have to filter it out. I'm doing it again! 3, 2, 1. And here we are, Rayman 3. Third time, fourth time, fifth time's the charm. Let's do it.
Dear, can you count?
No, actually. Why?
Yeah, just checking.
Just
wondering.
Just wondering. I really like this last level. I think we're very close to the final boss now. We are making progress.
Well, you said there's only 2 videos left. This is one of them, so yeah.
That is correct. That is indeed correct. I hope we can get to the final boss on this run. There's this really cool Easter egg that I would love to show off. I don't fully remember if I managed to get enough points for this, because if you like get a shit ton of points on this very last level, you unlock a special room that has a bunch of like leftover beta creatures in there that were never used in the full game, and I would really like to show that.
I'm the alpha build. You're just a leftover beta creature.
Right, let's just ignore the fact that the alpha build comes before the beta build and is less finished.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know.
So that is interesting. That the whole like alpha beta thing that comes from that weird study about wolves, right?
Yeah. Put up that. I think I put this in like the group chat, but like put up that meme of like the dominoes, like you know.
The what?
Oh my god! Why the?
The dominoes! Right. I was thinking of the pizza. Hold on, my brain needs to adjust. The Domino's pizza, you know. Look, we both have different things we focus on. But yeah, I'll get that meme. Just send it to me later. I'll put it on screen. It's pretty funny.
I'll just send it to you now.
Okay, well then do it now. I thought you may be focusing on the commentary. What is this voice? What am I doing?
The commentary. Like that's what we're talking about.
Right.
My favorite thing is
Riveting.
like I try to explain things in very intentionally kind of vague ways. That way it's not entirely a spoiler to put it up on screen. Also, like you don't want to like ruin the joke by explaining everything about it. Right. So just like every time I was like, oh yo no, the dominoes the dominoes like wolf meme, and just like what? And I was like, dear, please just get it. Pull it from the recesses of your mind, okay? I don't want to explain the joke. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it like yesterday.
Yeah, well, was that yesterday? Oh my god, my brain.
That's probably longer than yesterday. Let me check.
It probably was. Anywho,
it was
people have seen the meme on screen by now. I like the episode where AJ and Mark talked about the Domino's meme for a long time.
You know, Mark, eventually we're going to have to make our own jokes and not just rip off Game Grumps every time.
That is true, but today is not that day.
Game Grumps, slightly more gay than usual. That's our channel.
Man. What do we... I like the branding of Game Grumps. They had a good thing going with like the little grump heads and the thumbnail images. That was cool. Poggers. I completely forgot. I actually wanted to talk about this on a video, that I have a really cool recipe for a grilled cheese that I want to share with the world, and I think it's gonna change people's lives. I feel like this is very important.
Alright, go.
If you make like a grilled cheese, like just a sandwich, you just take 2 slices of bread, you put a bunch of cheese on there, and gosh, what do you do again? You put butter in the pan, and you just sprinkle some like oregano and some like garlic powder or just fresh garlic on there, and then you put the bread in there. It absorbs the butter, and it makes your bread taste amazing. You seriously gotta try this if you've never made like a proper grilled cheese. Just do it in a pan. It's gonna be so good. And also just like put whatever you want on there. There's no rules. It doesn't have to be just cheese. I also put like salami and whatever crap on there that I like. But like for real, just letting the butter melt and let the bread absorb it. It's so good.
Yeah, I think that's just how you, but also I think if you add like meats and stuff at that point, it starts being grilled cheese and just starts being like a toasted like sandwich or something.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think there might be some grilled cheese snobs who will prove me wrong, but I truly believe that a grilled cheese just has to be cheese and grill, and that's it. And the rest of it, it's up to you.
The rest of it just like follow your heart.
Follow your heart, exactly. That's the most important step of cooking. Well, that and not lighting the house on fire, but you know.
Yeah. You know, that's like not necessary. That's more of a suggestion. It's not like mandatory.
Exactly. More like a guideline.
I was in therapy the other day, and like at one point, I don't remember what we were talking about. Like I was being pissing about something, and my therapist just went like, "Okay, look, it's normal for like since you're autistic, it's normal that you want to correct people because that's just the thing you guys do." And I'm just like, I keep thinking about that.
Oh yeah, I know that.
So like every now and then, I keep noticing like whenever I just make some stupid pedantic like little. Actually, that's not grilled cheese. It's like a toasted sandwich. Like, get your facts straight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I think I used to be a lot more like that when I was younger because I felt like I had stuff to prove, you know, and if I wasn't the smart one, then why would people like me? That kind of stuff. Like, that's a very easy mentality to have. What?
Yeah, I got that too. I think, yeah.
Too relatable.
Yeah.
Sorry, dropping too many truth bombs over here.
Another thing in therapy, I've also, oh my god, they stole that mechanic from a Hat in Time.
They did not. It's been in this game the whole time.
Yeah, they stole it from a Hat in Time.
No, they did not.
No, they did.
I'm banning you from this series. I'm retroactively replacing you with an AI voice who agrees with everything I say.
Like, that sounds ethical.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
What were we talking?
You were talking about like being a smartass.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Like, okay, we were smartass and like in school and all that stuff. Oh yeah, another thing I learned in therapy that's kind of related is that with also like the thing that with neurodivergence and like particularly autism and stuff is that like makes the line of thinking different from like neurotypicals or like other even neurodivergencies like ADHD is that your logical processing works quicker than emotional processing.
Right.
Yeah, this is the reason why. This is also the reason why sometimes you get this like autistic people will get this like delayed kind of reaction. Like I know I have delayed emotional reaction and stuff. I might have like shock or like just initial anger, I guess, in the moment, but like it doesn't really set in like how much upsets me until like later.
Yeah, I feel
also,
that.
Yeah. Yeah, and also I think that's also part of the reason why like there's this perception that like autistic people, you know, don't have emotions or like emotionless or all that stuff. Like I know growing up, my mom used to say like, I think you want to be a robot and like just not have any emotions because you're always confused by them.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
That's heavy. But yeah, I definitely relate to that in some way because I also tend to just like my brain tends to lock in. Like it's very focused. Like because I'm you know very much a perfectionist in a lot of ways. That it's my brain just doesn't want to think about that stuff yet. I just lock into something and then I have to process it later. Like I have to actively stop myself and think like, okay, so how did that make me feel? How am I physically feeling right now? And like what do I need to do to be in a stable state again? Because my brain just focuses so much on the actual task or on processing it, like finding answers. It just actively needs to be slowed down and yeah, comfort itself in a way.
I had a moment like that where like kind of back to the IFS stuff we talked about before, but like where like I kind of visualize like with the bunch of anxieties of the world and just like my personal life and stuff. I kind of visualize like being like drowning and stuff. At that point, I had to get control. I had to realize I'm not drowning. Okay, I am fine. I'm in my bed. None of this is happening. Okay, like there's bad stuff. There is bad stuff happening, but right now I'm in my bed and I am safe. I am okay, and I don't need to panic.
Yeah, that's also a very good one, just sometimes to remind yourself that you are safe and you're okay. Even though the brain can make it feel like you're actually dying, which can be very strong emotionally.
Yeah. And sucks. Like, yeah, when I attacked this guy like using, you probably seen before, that like, is the countdown, like, sensors and stuff, so like, say 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can, like,
feel?
4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Like that just make you. It's a grounding. That's the word. It's a way of grounding.
Indeed, that's been very helpful. I think you taught me that one. Just when your brain is like just firing on all cylinders, you gotta just focus on the physical surroundings and physical sensations, and that sort of resets itself a little bit, so it calms down, which is very nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
the way it was
gamer
described to me
tip
is
for you.
Welcome to Rayman streams. Welcome to the Rayman videos where it's like free therapy.
Free therapy. Oh my god.
Yeah. You know what? I think we're on par, or at least better than like the fucking therapy AI apps that exist.
Oh, those exist?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, if it's just to provide information, then that's already, you know, iffy. But if it's like actual, like, people trying to converse with that, that's scary. Like, you really don't know how they're gonna respond.
Oh, yeah, like, I don't know if, like, we can get, like, this, like, serious or whatever. But, like, there was a lawsuit with, like, character AI because it, like, the teenage son of, like, a mom, like, killed themselves, and stuff.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And, like, part of it was, like, because they just got really addicted to character AI, and they were, and I want to make clear, the mother was, like, monitoring them. They're monitoring him. Like, they were going to therapy. They were trying to, like, deny access to, like, character AI. But the guest kept talking to, like, one character, and at one point, it got where, I don't know, he said something to the AI that says, like, I wish I was just gone, and she said, and the character AI just responded back, like, something along the lines of, like, yeah, you should leave, or something like that. And
damn,
yeah,
I had no idea. That's disgusting.
Yeah, so that's bad. Like, that's just a character AI. That's just like saying a character that's like from fucking Game of Thrones. And like, imagine what that's gonna do with like fucking like therapy. I think that's really bad. We also know
that's messed up.
Yeah, and also all of us, I think, know at this point that like something like BetterHelp is also really bad, and that's like some degree of some actual people. Imagine like what like just, you know, there's a like, pretty much I've seen before about like character AI, well, not character AI, but AI stuff, and like to show how bullshit it is, or also like ChatGPT is like ask ChatGPT like how many R's are in the word strawberry, and like it won't be able to count correctly. They'll say like, oh, there's like 4 R's in the word strawberry. There's like 6. There's 1. It doesn't know. It doesn't think. It's just like taking random ideas from just. It doesn't do anything. It's just putting stuff into a blender and has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I went off on a tangent there, but.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, hey, we all have like opinions on AI here. It's all good. Yeah, like just to expand on that real quick, like ChatGPT it's a language model. It doesn't know anything. It just predicts what the next like sentence and words are gonna be like what's a logical order for words to be in, rather than actually knowing what it's talking about. It can't count. It can't even do math, which is, you know, sad as hell for a computer. Come on.
Yeah. I saw this like one tweet thread from like a teacher that like was finding like just baffling like misinformation from their students, and the reason why is because they got from ChatGPT, and it's like just most insane bullshit, and they think it's the same thing as Google. It is not. Like even Google AI at this point has like, at least Google AI fucking has sources it like puts in it now, like that has something, but like it's still not good, by the way. You shouldn't trust it, but like it's better than fucking ChatGPT, and yeah, just I don't know, and like it's kind of hard.
So sad.
Yeah. Don't trust AI. AI doesn't know shit. Any YouTuber can tell you that like AI moderation is bad. They don't know anything.
For real. It's a very flawed system, and it's not just easily fixable just because of the way it's set up. It's not supposed to be an information kind of thing. It's just supposed to be a text writing tool. And even then, it's so like I talked about this on Blue Sky for a bit. If you like talk to people who use ChatGPT frequently, they have like no faith in their own writing or like their own research or anything. Like they always have to consult that thing, and it's just sad. Like I feel sorry for them. It's just like they refuse to just write their own text because they're constantly they're constantly doubting themselves. And they're like, oh well, I need to ask the AI to do this. Like I can't just think critically for a moment to, I don't know, like do the first part myself, and then if I can't do the rest, then I'll just ask AI for help, which is, you know, I would understand that more, but it's really just a matter of, oh, I'm gonna feel smarter when I use ChatGPT because I don't have to be the person talking. Like, it doesn't need to be my voice, it doesn't need to be my perspective, and because that's scary to put yourself out there.
Yeah, I feel like maybe on some level you're giving them too much credit, like, oh, it's like an anxiety thing. I don't think it's that. I think it's just they don't care. They don't, like, see, like, with the H1 guy video talking about, like, plagiarism and stuff, it's like, they don't see it as, like, a worthwhile thing to do. They don't care about it. They just, so, like, a lot of people, like, in school and stuff, like, they use ChatGPT, just write their essays, because they just don't care. And, like, I can't really, and to some extent, I can't really blame them, because when I was in school, I just fucking copy and pasted from, like, Wikipedia and, like, other sources, and just did I just half-assed it, because I didn't care. I didn't care.
Yeah, no, totally, totally. I mean, I totally get the temptation of it. Like, that's completely understandable, because a lot of tasks that kids get in school is just, like, it's designed in such a way that you don't really learn anything from it. Like, it focuses on the wrong aspects, which should be, like, your, you know, developing your writing style, your communication skill, your research skill, all that kind of stuff. But instead, they're like, read this insanely long and boring book that you won't care about, write a summary, and you get a passing grade if you just read it. And, like, it's not about the reading. Nobody gives a shit about the reading. Like, you don't learn anything from that.
Yeah, also, well, like, you do learn stuff from reading, but, like, also
yeah,
with
but just not automatically.
Yeah, well, also with my experience, like, when there is trying to be analysis of, like, I don't know, media, it's, like, pretty bare bones, which I guess makes sense if it's, like, you know, like, public basic education, like, it's not supposed to go into, like, the more complicated stuff. But, like, I think the reason why a lot of times, you notice how, like, in fandoms and stuff, they'll bring up, like, foreshadowing and everything. I think the reason why is because that's, like, the only thing to get taught in, like, school about. That and sometimes symbolism.
Yeah. So, I like to apologize for my background noise. My cat is sitting right here on my desk and he's rubbing his face on my microphone. You little scamp, what are you doing? You little goober. He's so cute. I can't blame him.
When are you gonna feed him to the AI machine?
Yeah, so the AI can do the meow sounds instead of him. It's gonna save him so much work. It's gonna save us so much money. This is good. This is healthy.
Now this is pod racing. Give me the screen for this one.
Yeah. No, this part is so cool. A lot of people hate this because it's just a turret section and flying thing that comes out of nowhere, and you're gonna see it later too. It comes like right before the end of the game, which is weird to introduce like a whole new gameplay style. But it's pretty fun. I kind of like it. I don't mind it much, even though it doesn't have much to do with the main, you know, platforming gameplay. But it's very pretty. It's like this segment where you're just flying around. Like you go through so many cool environments of this tower. Like there's this part coming up later that I just absolutely adore. I hope we didn't miss it already. But just when you're flying around with this thing, like it's just wonderful to look at all this stuff, like the scenery. I like flying in video games.
Yeah. If only flying in real life was more fun.
If only, God, if only. Speaking of which, you'll be flying pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll be there in like a week.
Yeah. Oh my God. We should talk about like if I need to buy like certain stuff before then, like the food you like and all that. I wanted to ask you that, but I'll do that later, not on stream.
Well, oh yeah, I guess I should bring that up, like, talk about this in the previous video, like, I buy tofu so I can make, like, some stuff, because, like, I usually make, like, a lot of, like, vegetable beef soup, but, like, I had to replace the beef with, like, meat now, not meat, with tofu.
Tofu, right.
Yeah. So get it.
Gosh, I don't know where to get that. Let's see. Also, this is one of the, like, prettiest parts.
Ooh.
Look at this. Like, you enter upside down, and then you see like the light coming from up above and it's reflecting on the floor. It's so pretty for a damn GameCube game. It's lovely.
Ray. I love Rayman bisexual lighting.
Nice.
Yeah, and also like I found out another thing with the Tara Mine thing I brought up before about the reason why I can't eat red meat is fucking because it's also like it's also in like aged cheese, so like I can't really eat like aged cheddar or Colby Jack anymore.
Oh,
sucks.
bogus. That does suck. How about Gouda?
Yeah, I don't know about Gouda. Probably Gouda. Frog.
I think we're coming up on the super duper secret part. If I have enough points. I sure hope so. God, I really want to show this. Oh yes! Hell yeah, baby!
I can't eat American cheese, so that's that. That's and cottage cheese, so that's fine. I just feel it's very important to bring up like the cheeses I can eat before we get into the game.
I see. Well, that's pretty epic.
Oh my God, go in the thing instead of hopping around.
He's funny. I like to jump around. I've completely forgot where to go. I think there's like a secret thing behind here. Yeah. There it is. I think it's just a Rayman 2 texture that they slapped on there.
So what is this room?
You shall see. It's a secret to everybody. Except for the people who played it and got a bunch of points. Look at this. There's just 3 creatures here. First one is this little blue guy. I don't know what his role was supposed to be. I think these are called glutes, but I'm not entirely sure. They're just like little bird-like critters that jump around, and other than that, I think it might have been... No, it's not in the intro of the game. This is the Xowar, which is Xowar, and it was actually going to have like a pretty major role. Like there was going to be this, if I recall correctly, like a Crash Bandicoot-style sequence where you had to run away from him. And there's this creature that was actually in the intro where the hoodlums like shave him and use his fur to build suits. So they made a gameplay model for it, but it doesn't actually appear during gameplay ever.
Yeah, cool. Hey, this is something that I kind of appreciate, because like a lot of times I get like really subconscious about making stuff where it's just like, oh, I need to make. I can't show anything like this. I can't show any indication that there's someone behind the curtain making the stuff. It has to just come out of the ether. And like, so I can't show like any of the leftover ideas or whatever, or like hints of that. So it's always really nice whenever I see creators do that, or like creators just bring up like, yeah, we had this and we're gonna do this, but we cut it out. So now this like plot it has like a bit of a loose end, but that's fine or whatever, because like, it's good. And like I don't know, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like seeing the humanity behind the scenes now more than ever. Like especially as a kid, I thought, oh, whoops, that's it. And the next stop is the flipping final boss, and
right,
all of its different phases.
Yeah, I'm so glad we got to see the cringe beta forms, the creatures. That's nice.
I'm glad. The beta orbiter males.
Yeah. You might have to put up like a warning at the beginning of the video, or like what that part in the middle.
Yes, I will do like a little, warning for the topics that we talk about. That's a good call. All right, see you next time for the finale.
Bye.
Yeah.